This video is going to look at how we find an opening quote when we're working on a character essay in Strictly Ballroom. So that's our whole essay, if you want to look at that again to remind yourself where we are headed. And this is how we would find our opening quote. Remember, we're talking about how Fran is initially a shy person, but then she gains confidence and becomes more sure of herself. I strongly recommend you use the website Goodreads. You find something that is brief, or you edit it so that it is brief. If you're not sure how to do that, have a look at some of my other videos. Check that the person is actually important, and check that they really did say it. Remember, there's often quotes attributed to people like the Dalai Lama or Nelson Mandela, and it turns out that they never actually said that. Someone just said that they did, and then other people copied it, and then now it's like become this myth that they really said that. So you need to check, where did it actually come from? And as you know, I've stolen this from a student in class, so I didn't actually do the work for this. This is said by Charlotte Bronte, who was a very famous author from the 19th century. She and her two sisters actually all wrote and were really successful. And this is from one of her novels called Jane Eyre, and in it Jane says, "I am no bird and no net ensnares me." And she's making the point that she won't be controlled by anyone around her. She wants to do her own thing, which was a rare thing back in the 19th century for a woman to be able to voice her opinion in that way. And that absolutely connects to what we're saying here about Fran, because at the beginning Fran is kind of bird-like and everyone's telling her what to do and she's kind of caged. Her father wants her to be a certain way. Everybody at the dance studio wants her to be a certain way, and she's just trying to do what everybody else wants her to do. And yet by the end, she's developed and become her own person, and nothing ensnares her, nothing cages her. And so that's why this quote works really, really well for what we are saying about Fran. Plus, it has that added bonus of referring to birds, and in our essay we're talking about the ugly duckling to the swan transformation. So again, we see this metaphor of birds, which ties in really nicely, and it makes us look really, really clever.